Welcome to Dubs Talk Live, brought to you by Mancini, Sleep World, Zena, Keita, Kerith, Burke here. On January 7th, the Raptors came to town. They beat the Warriors by 15 points, and the Warriors were booed off the floor. Ooh. Okay, how about a 15-point win for the Dubs in Toronto? Okay, this is a new Warriors team. They are 3-0 on this road trip. The Celtics coming up next. They did it shorthanded tonight. No wigs, no pods. They did it with their 19th different starting lineup. Oh. Tell me a little bit about how good this win feels.
It feels great. I'm sure it feels great because I think every single game since particularly the All-Star break has been a litmus test for the Warriors on the emergence of a true playoff-capable Warriors. They are testing right now, can we have the longevity, the consistency, the variety of talent to be able to make it in a 7-game series against a really good team? Because most likely, if they end up in that 6th spot, that's where they're going to end up. And this game must be feeling good. You're coming off no sleep practically, and you're low on talent, and it's not talent, excuse me, you're high on talent, but low on personnel, and you're able to get the win at Toronto. Very, very exciting for the Warriors.
And if you haven't heard yet, because we do have some international viewers, how come the Warriors had no sleep?
I don't know if you guys have ever crossed from the U.S. to Canada. It's not as easy as it seems. Apparently, there were some mechanical issues, though. It wasn't customs this time, but some mechanical issues for the Warriors on their plane, delayed them significantly. They were finally able to get into Canada, got into their hotel at 7:30 a.m. And as a person that has experienced something like that before, it's not pretty. When I was in college, in the Ivy League, you play Friday, Saturday. Okay. Prioritize academics, right? Well, you play against the partner schools. So Cornell and Columbia were partner schools. So we had to go from Columbia to Cornell, Ithaca, New York, in the middle of the winter.
Hey, snow, snow, snow.
Snow, snow, snow. Okay. In the dark, folks, our bus breaks down. In the snow, we're all bundled up in all of the Yale gear we could possibly have, which isn't much because we're not a big time school, okay? And we're waiting for the bus driver to figure out what can we do. I mean, literally just, and our coach literally tells us, just fall asleep on the bus for now. We pull into our hotel at 2:30 a.m. Luckily it was, I think, a DoubleTree. They give out the cookies.
Okay,
that was nice. But then you had to wake up and have a middle of the day game similar to this. I actually don't remember if we won or lost, but I do remember that ordeal on the bus. It's never a good feeling.
No, the student athlete experience, not always great. Buses at night.
Apparently we're like NBA players, you know?
Sure.
We all go through some things, folks.
There you go. Even when you go through some things, some good things can happen.
There you go.
Steph Curry, once again, the leading scorer in this game. He is our BMW ultimate performer. Zena, I want to concentrate on Steph's threes in this game, okay? Sure. On this road trip, 4 against the Wiz, 8 against the Knicks, 7 against the Raptors. His season total for made threes, 281. And Steph tends to hit these threes right when the team needs some momentum.
He is exactly what the Warriors need when they need a boost. And when they started that game, you saw how Steve Kerr called that timeout. He was angry. They were still a little bit asleep. But again, Steph Curry, being the magician that he is, also being the leader that he is, finds a way to grab it out of the mud, right? He gets a game going from his ability to find a spot, get his shot going, and then also just try some things. He's always trying something new, I feel like. And even if it's not the play that was set up, even if something breaks down, he has found his opportunity out there on the floor. There were a few shots way past the arc out there, particularly on that left wing. He got fouled on one, but did not get the call. But that was not a set play. That was, I got this. I want to be able to put this shot up for my team. We need a little bit of a boost in each circumstance, and that's what he does.
Can we see that video, actually? The 3-point. Okay, so he had his Curry flurry. He had 3 really quick ones, but then we saw it briefly when that video was rolling. It was in the 3rd quarter. Jakob Poeltl just crashed into him. Here, let's take a look here. What do you see?
This is right off of Draymond's screen. He gets that shot. Now, here's the thing. The NBA rule book says, the rule is contact initiated by the defensive player with the ball is not legal. And if you hit his arm or hand that impedes them in some way, in the sense of their speed, their quickness, their balance, or their rhythm, That is not legal. And that is why Steve Kerr, that is why Steph Curry, that is why Klay Thompson, everyone turned around to the ref, because the rule is if you impede a player's ability to land, you impede their balance, their rhythm, everything like that, which obviously was visible, that's a foul. And it wasn't called. Now, here's the interesting part. Some refs look at it as if the contact is on the hand.
Okay, not the arm.
Not
because it was on the arm. It was like a two-part foul on the arm, and then also Pirtle was in his landing space too, which can be dangerous.
And that's why even if you look past the arm, the landing space aspect, he's got to be able to land. And I'm thinking that the referee maybe thought that Steph landed and then fell on his own from the momentum, but the video's clear. And I imagine you get that last 2-minute call report. But you know, when the NBA reviews some of their calls, they might be asked about that, and they might say, "Hey, that was wrong."
No free throws for Steph in the game, but looking at, he had nine shots made from the field. 7 of those were 3. Okay, so he didn't attack so much, but that one was a curious one. One more thing for Steph Curry. He and Ayesha are welcoming a 4th baby. I don't know if you saw this today, but Ayesha announcing this on the cover of her magazine, Sweet July. Congratulations to the Curry family. Expecting baby number 4, joining Riley and Ryan and Cannon. So that was some great news coming out of today. All right, Moses Moody. Oh, did you have one thing to add to that?
I just wanted to say I love the way that she announced that as a part of her magazine, Sweet July. A friend of mine actually wrote a piece in that publication about her being a mom, even though her partner was the one that birthed her child. And I just love that that was an announcement in a way that, 1, 2, 3, 4, like Klay Thompson counts it out, but also an opportunity to give other mothers a voice and a platform as well.
Okay, so a personal note there too. In that magazine, she was talking about how mothers of an older age, and by the way, she's 34 years old, okay? Not old at all, but at that level, it's called a geriatric pregnancy. That is outdated, ridiculous language. I know that my pregnancy was labeled as such, and just by nature, because you have a baby later in age, it becomes high risk. There's all sorts of, supposed or potential complications. I like that she talked about that and was like, what? Like, women are having babies older now. So that's just, I don't know. Thank you for drawing attention to that. Happy for the Curry family. Babies touch me right in the heart right now. So yes. Okay, we were going to talk about one of the babies on the team, Moses Moody, one of the youngsters here. 32 minutes, played the most minutes. He remains in the starting lineup because Andrew Wiggins is out. 17 points plus 17. And this is the kind of performance Moses had after the Knicks game, where he was also a star.
Correct. Moses Moody is literally metamorphosizing right in front of our eyes. We knew he was good. We knew he was going to do the hustle things that his team needs for success. But he had games earlier this season where he was a liability, particularly when it comes to the half-court defense, that on-ball defense. He wasn't able to move his feet in front of quicker players, and now we are starting to see his ability to do that in the half-court. Jalen Brunson, Emmanuel quickly. I mean, these are really, really talented scorers, people that get to their spots, and you've got Moses Moody clinging to them like an annoying ex-girlfriend. He is in their face, and it's really exciting to see him flourish in these ways, because it's one thing for his game to grow, but it's incredibly advantageous for the Warriors to have him grow right as they make this run.
You got a stage 5 clinger. Stage 5 clinger!
Stage 5 clinger. We ain't got a problem with that, though, Moody.
No.
Go ahead.
No. Okay, other youngster, Jonathan Kuminga here. I love looking at his shot chart after a game, because it's just like a puddle of green right there in the paint. This dunk right here is going to be on season-long highlight reels. Look at how this unfolded. Can we see a replay here? Here goes.
On his head!
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Nice pass from Steph, too.
He's got a family at home, Kuminga. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
There's a chalk outline
there you go.
in the paint as well. 24, 6, and 2. Kuminga attempted 2 3-point shots. Didn't need them in this game. But yeah, that was one for the end of year reel, I think.
For sure. Another thing about, we talked about Moses's metamorphosizing, and we're seeing JK's maturation on the court as well. With JK, you knew he was Jonathan, come in and get a bucket. Okay? Kuminga, that's what he does. He comes in and gets a bucket. Then you're starting to see Jonathan come in and give a bucket. And the disposition of him just being able to be allocator on the court as well. And now, you're seeing him come in and be so thoughtful and decisive about what he's doing on the court and how he incorporates his players. But then the confidence, right? He's so self-assured now. The way he walked away from some of those dunks, telling the ref, that's a foul.
Yeah, advocating for himself.
Advocating for himself,
Yes.
right? Not having that less doubt in his mind. And so you just love to have that sort of demeanor because it adds to the Warriors' swagger, their aura on the court. You love to see that.
I was just going to look up this quote from Steve Kerr. I remember he said Kuminga transformed. Okay, JK has changed our team really since we put him in the lineup and got smaller with Draymond at the 5. JK's ability to get to the line and get to the paint easy buckets has really balanced out our team in a dramatic way. Having that person who can put pressure on the rim, who can attack that way. Andrew Wiggins has done that a little bit,
Sure.
but JK does it time and time again.
Yeah.
To hear that for a third-year player, somebody who has transformed the team in a dramatic way, I hope JK feels that. We know he's hearing it from Draymond as well, getting pumped up by his teammates, but I hope JK is really stepping into his own as somebody who's recognizing that he can be such a force in this league.
We're seeing him do so. We're seeing his presence be so impactful. It's mirroring those of his veterans, right? That confidence, that swagginess, that cockiness that Draymond plays with, that confidence in his own game that Steph plays with, and then that fun aspect that you get from Klay. You're seeing all of these elements from his vets come to play within Jonathan's game. And as Chris Paul said in his post-game demeanor, he knows that Jonathan was probably really annoyed with them earlier on this season because they were getting on him, but they knew his caliber, they knew his potential, and now it's just unfolding. It's beautiful.
I wonder if Andre Iguodala had a chance to talk to JK in New York. Andre was
I'll
at
never
that game.
forget that.
Was, yeah, it was like my foot, your buns. That's what it was. Andre made JK a project.
Yes,
I don't think he would take credit for any of this, but he made sure the rook and then the second-year player. Andre likes it when the young guys are steered in the right direction, not just for the X's and O's, but for the business of basketball too. He's really invested in these young guys. So was Draymond Green, and we have a little bit of sound from Draymond Green at the podium.
I think it's all coming together. You know, people are settling into their roles on this team. You know, the steps that Jonathan Kuminga has taken has been huge. You know, and it, you know, Moses, look at Moses. Haven't quite played a ton of minutes this year, and yet he continues to stay ready and shows the step that he's taken. Lead the team in plus-minus tonight at plus 17. Last 2 nights having to guard a point guard and shutting both of them down. You know, it's very, very says a lot about our developmental staff. You know, says a lot about those guys and the work that they're putting in. And, you know, guys having a main goal. You know, we all have one goal at the end of the day. However, we got to get there and get that done. That's what we have to do.
Raymond, you got your own podcast. Very good one, by the way.
Right.
You represent, quote unquote, the new media. How would you define the new media? And what's the difference between the new media and the old media?
Oh, the old media lie a lot. They don't keep it too real. New media, we keep it real. You got to stand on what you stand on. You know, there's not many passes given out. You know, a lot of people say things and don't necessarily stand by that. They flip-flop with the wind. Wind blowing this way, one day they go that way, it blow this way, the next day they go that way. We stand on what we believe, you know. You know, we're truth tellers. You know, we speak our piece, and it's fact-based. It's not assuming, it's not throwing things out there to get clicks. It's fact-based. And, you know, it's a special fraternity / sorority to be a part of, and all cannot join.
Draymond, when you look at the quality of the teams 1 through 10 in the West, I know the West has been pretty loaded for most of your career in the NBA, but does it almost feel tougher this year in some ways?
I mean, it gets tougher every year. You know, you're in this league, players get better, teams get better, it gets tougher every year. But that's what you want. You know, you want that type of competition because that's what keeps you going every night. You know, if you're coming out and you're playing against whoever and with nothing to play for, it's hard to get motivated for that. You know, when you got playing against good teams, you're in a race with other good teams, it gives you something to stand up for every night. We could have came out and laid down tonight. Everything was going against us. But, you know, it's those things that get you up, keep you going. And so it's fun.
How the experience of having CP as a teammate been for you guys? I mean, obviously another like mega competitive animal joining like Steph, yourself, play. How's that experience been for everybody?
It's been incredible. You know, we've competed against C for so many years, and you know, to have him on this side as a teammate, you know, learn from him, pick his brain, you know, have his input. You know, CP is a winner, knows how to win, you know, and so just having that that steady presence that he is on and off the court is huge for this team, and it's been a joy to have him here this year.
Scotty Barnes has taken a bit of a leap this year, playing more of that point forward position. That's something you've really made your own throughout your NBA career. What has impressed you about his game, and as someone with experience in that point forward role, what do you feel like is the next step?
I mean, he's shooting the ball a lot better. He's making the reads, super aggressive. He's making guys around him better, you know, and I think that's a great thing for him. I think the thing for Scotty is Scotty's the face of a franchise, you know, and so he's going to have to continue to score the basketball. I think that's going to be a big thing for Scotty. You know, we know all the things that he does on the court, and he's a Swiss Army knife, but he's going to have to score the basketball, being the face of a franchise. And he's doing more and more of that. I was just looking at the stats. He do have 14 rebounds. That's Pirtle with 14 rebounds. I kept looking at this stat sheet like, golly, he had 14 rebounds in 24 minutes. All right, that's Pirtle. But anyway, Scotty is an incredible player. You know, he'll be, you know, you come in this league and you hope to leave your mark, you know, and me playing the point forward position, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I was the first person to do it, but I think I've done it a little differently than most. And he'll take that to a whole nother level. And, you know, when you come in this league, one of our OGs used to tell me, Pete Myers, like, you owe it to this game to lead the game in a better place than it was when you found it. And for me, to see guys like Scotty Barnes come in with kind of in that mode, he's far bigger than me, probably 4 inches taller, way more athletic. You know, he's a special talent. And so when you come in this league and you see guys like that that's kind of in that mode, you have a strong appreciation for it. And even more so, love to see them take it to a whole nother level than you ever could. And I think Scotty will do way more than I ever did in my career.
Wow, lots of compliments there for Scotty Barnes. Just saw this come across the timeline from Josh Lewenberg, a Toronto Raptors reporter. Scotty Barnes has a fracture to the 3rd metacarpal bone of his left hand. He's out indefinitely. Really sorry to hear that.
Dubs Talk Live is presented by Mancini Sleep World. Visit us during our spring clearance sale. Save big on premium mattresses, plus free delivery. Hurry in now or visit us online at sleepworld.com.
What a bummer. We are back on YouTube. Hey, everybody
that
for
was the
joining
case.
us. That we were back on YouTube?
No, that Scotty Barnes broke his hand. I knew that as soon as I saw it.
He knew. He looked into. He was
Molly
like,
thought it was
such pain.
a ligament. I was like, he broke his hand because he hit the rim first. So it looks like, at first you look at it, if this is the rim, he hits it to tap it, and then he comes down and catches his finger in the net. So I think that's why Molly thought he may have torn a ligament. But right here, I've seen dunkers break their wrists on rims. They can be your worst enemy. That's tough.
There was an article this season. I'm sorry, I don't know who it was from, but it was about the fact that dunks can hurt. And why, as much as guys like to do dunks, like they don't want to do something extra like the dunk contest. Interesting little, yeah. So, okay. All right. Hi to Otis. Hi, Dino. What's up, Bree? Hi, Jamie. Chico says Moses' metamorphosis is better than Kafka's metamorphosis.
Oh.
Okay. A literary reference there. I like it.
it is.
Yes. Okay. We know Moses can fly up the
Look
court.
at us, Kafka. I love this.
Yep,
This is
but that's it. Yep.
bringing me back to
So,
college here.
There you go. I know. Let me see. I wonder. I read that ages ago.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was a
Dino
while
says
ago.
hi. Anda says hi. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, Vince is like, I'm bummed for Scotty Barnes. Yeah, that one was bad.
That's really tough.
Don't like that. But I like how the Warriors are playing lately.
I do.
Yes. Look at that third quarter, 32-19. All right, so really putting their foot on the gas at a time when they had to dig for energy. Not a lot of sleep. We'll talk about that a little bit more too. Hey everybody, welcome back to Dub Talk Live, brought to you by Mancini Sleep World. Draymond Green has had 10 or more rebounds in the last 2 games. 13 tonight, 10 versus the Knicks. That's a few numbers from me. You had a couple numbers you wanted to get to?
No, I just want to talk about the team and the way that they've improved. You were talking right before when we were in YouTube break. 32-19 third quarter. That defensive element. Earlier on this season, Warriors defense was a crucial part of their game that was missing. Their ability to defend in transition, their ability to defend the three-point line, and their ability to defend without fouling. That was really, really tough. And I was looking it up after the game. Right now, obviously, since that All-Star break, mentioning how every single game leading up to playoffs is going to be very important. But there is this jump. Number 6 in opponent's effective field goal percentage, which ultimately sees how effective a team is at scoring the ball. Measuring threes and measuring twos. They were number 6 right now. They were 12th before in the league. This means that they're defending the three-point line better. Teams are shooting worse against them, and they're doing better in stopping the ball in transition. That's all you can ask for, especially in a team that wants to go to the playoffs.
All right, the rise in the defense coincides with the return of Draymond Green. And did you see this mic'd up video from the Knicks game? Draymond saying a little of this, a little of that.
He was everywhere.
He was. Take a look at this to get a sense of Draymond Green.
James, how you doing?
I'm Mike and you Mike,
Yes,
so
sir.
I don't want no bleep out of you tonight.
What's happening? How you?
I heard you were hanging out with Carmelo and Red Hook.
Yeah, that was fun. That was great.
Love you, man.
I love you too, brother.
man.
It's good to see you. What's happening? How you? What it is? I'm chilling. It's good
You
to
all
see
right?
you, baby. I'm amazing.
I love you on the human level.
I love you too, baby. I appreciate you. Tim! How you doing?
Taking care of all my guys.
Yes, sir. Y'all doing great. Amazing. Keep it going.
Let me get the ball up. Wait on me.
Take ball! Ice! Ice! Yo, with Bronson, you can always talk to Loon and just sit on the top side. They got non-shooting bigs at all times. So he'll be down a little bit. You can deny him the ball by sitting on his top side. With Bronson, just us, 1, 2, 3. Basket!
Ooh la la, I like that one.
Who gonna stop you, 00? Nice, Loon. See you, Looney Tune. Get out my bag, Loon. Oh, that's golly. Ooh. Must be nice. We Chris Paul. And what? Tibbs, you told me to cleanse. All I had to do was listen to you. Thanks, Tibbs. You helped me.
On the pin-ins and stuff, don't be afraid to throw it to Moses.
Okay,
too. You know, it doesn't have to be all Steph.
Okay.
If he's open, he'll knock it down.
Okay,
Good
my
job.
fault. Hey, Mo, my fault on that one. I got to hit you right there.
Way to bait him.
It's my fault. Next time you come off, I got you. That's my fault. Be ready to shoot. I'm sorry. Good shot, Klay Thompson. Get a stop, White. Get a stop. Hey, JK. Listen, he do got a cut, but anytime you get here, you dead. So stay strong with the ball, because at the end of the day, you can still step through and get to the hole. So just stay strong with it. Who gonna stop you, 00? Who gonna stop you? Who gonna stop you? I ain't seen nobody do it yet. Win the game, win the game. Come on, White, win the game. Lime City! Lime City! See it coming from a mile away, baby. I always tell people, if I had $1 for every time somebody said, wow, I thought I hate you, I'd be way richer. Good cut. Good cut. Come on. Come on. Way to hoop, big fella. Stay healthy. Yes, sir, bro.
Draymond Green encouraging his teammates, talking it up right there. Do you remember the time when Steve Kerr said his team was too quiet?
There was a person missing.
Yes.
Exactly. You just love to see Draymond in good spirits. He's been benevolent with all of the compliments of his youth. And then you saw Draymond, Steph looking like dads out there, seeing their young babies doing their thing on the court. You just love to see that.
There you go. CP3 as well. When you have guys in like their 19th season like CP3, he can say whatever he wants in that locker room and you have to listen. You should definitely listen. So the veteran presence back and loud, and it's serving the team right now. When we come back, a look at the Celtics. Ooh, baby, a 10-game win streak for the C's. This is a big one. Next.
What up, YouTube?
There we go. VIP access from Puerto Rico saying that game on Sunday is going to be must-see TV. Maybe a look at the NBA Finals. We saw these finals 2 years ago. Interesting. Celtics looking a little different, though, with Kristaps Porzingis. No more Marcus Smart there. Yeah, Dino saying, Dre, hype man. There you go. That's what you want from a teammate.
Oh, yeah. You want to see them having a good time, loose on the bench. They were laughing in New York, bringing that same laughter and energy and positive vibes to Toronto. I mean, this is the way that teams find success. When they're calm, they're playing free, they're having fun. And there's one point that I just absolutely love that Chris Mullin made in the post-game show. They're playing together. And it's as one team. Any changes in the lineup, changes in what's going on, it's no longer a big conversation of how does this impact this player and will this make sense and da-da-da. It's like, okay, they made changes like a normal team does.
Yeah.
Right? There's someone out, somebody's got to come in.
Okay.
So I love that shift in the Warriors particularly.
There you go. 10 straight wins for the Celtics. Holy smokes.
Okay.
Let me check this box score right quick. All of their starters in double-digit scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in double figures.
Which game are you talking about?
55%. The Celtics versus the Mavs.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we barely have any time here. Okay.
It's all good. We'll make it quick.
The Celtics up next for the Warriors. The C's coming in with a 10-game win streak. They beat the Mavericks tonight. Zena, when you look at the Celtics game, how do you know the Warriors are going to bring the right mentality?
We just talked about the fact that they are having fun, that they're playing free, and that they're closing games. No clutch moments anymore. Close games, come out with aggression, and get early and control the game early.
Okay, the Warriors already have won the first 3 games on this road trip. Number 4, the last one. You know they'd love to have a better plane ride home, don't you think? Okay.
Coming home with a win against the Celtics?
We will see you on Sunday. Thanks for watching Dubs Talk Live. That Sunday game, I think it's a 12:30 tip-off our time. Oh, that's an early one. That is a marquee game. That is one of those national games. Woo.
That might as well be an NFL game at this point. Like 12:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Get your whole setup ready.
Yes, both coasts represented.
Yes, exactly.
A finals of championship rematch. But yeah, we were talking about how the Celtics look a little different. They made that trade. Marcus Smart, it was a three-team trade. I think the Grizzlies were involved as well. But Kristaps Porzingis, now a member of the Celtics.
And also remember how that last game went down.
The December one?
Yeah,
I think
overtime.
the Celtics remember that as well.
Yeah, exactly. So there's that history there that's way beyond this year. But of course, this particular matchup this year is going to be very exciting. And the Celtics fans remember a lot too.
Yes, they do. Boston fans, they like to give it to you.
Yeah.
The Celtics have the best record in the league. So if the Warriors want to show that they have indeed transformed, have indeed turned a corner, it's just about competing against the Celtics in a way that makes them proud and hopefully getting the W.
Agreed. If you want to prove that you're a team that's capable of being in the playoffs, taking a team down like the Boston Celtics, while they're healthy, right, and they've got their core, this is it.
Okay. See you Sunday. Bye, everybody.
Get some sleep, y'all.
Get some sleep.